All right, so for today's class, we are going to be looking at radio and television program writing. This is an introductory class to the course titled Radio/Television Program Writing, and I will be giving you a lot of details about what to expect for this particular topic. Yes, so the focus of the course is going to be based on radio and television. We are going to also look at scripting for radio and television scripts, radio scripts, the graphical structuring of media scripts, and this will dwell more on the appearance of the different medium. Also, media programming. There are lots of different types of media programming and categories, and also the need that they meet as a broadcaster or as a producer. We'll also look at introduction to scripting. For that subject, we'll be looking at the different types of script and why it is very important for us to script as producers for a particular media content. Also, we'll look at the production process when it comes to the broadcast media in particular, but the attention will be on radio and television as a broadcast media alone for this course. And also the tools that we need to use for such production and how to operate those tools as well. Now, focusing on radio and television, what are the things we will be looking at during this course? Now, the nature of radio and the nature of television is very different. And this informs our target audience, not just that alone, it also informs how our script should be constructed. It also informs the kind of language we need to use when disseminating information or when presenting a particular program. So before we even start talking about writing a script, it's important for you all to understand the nature of radio and also the nature of television as a media channel. Now, the week when we will talk about scripting, we're going to look at the concept of a script. What does a script mean to you as a producer of a particular media program? What does it mean to you, and how do you intend to put a lot of illustrations on your script or in your script to be able to prompt the person who is presenting the script, that's the presenter in this case, or the anchor of a particular program. So we'll look at the radio and TV script in that light in terms of concept, and we'll also look at the type of programs. Now, understanding the type of programs will go a long way to determine how the script should be structured for the particular program you are presenting. For instance, we could have full script or partially scripted programs, and those could apply for different programs based on the type of program category they fall into. So that is also something else that determines how your script will be structured. So for you to know how a script will be structured for a particular program, it's important to understand and know the different types of programs that exist in the broadcast space, specifically for radio and television. Now, graphical structuring of a media script. In terms of how a media script should look like, it has different columns. Some can be written using columns. Some can be written using block paragraphs. It all depends on the type of program and also the art style of the media organization. So as I point this out in the various classes, it is important for us to talk about the graphical structure of some of these scripts as it relates to radio and TV as a media channel for programming. All right, so media programming. Programming, we're not making reference to computer programming now. We're talking about producing a program using the media channels or the different media channels available to us. So we look at the concept of media programs. What exactly is a program? What are the components of a program? What are the elements of a program? What are the characteristics of a program? We'll also look at the benefits of media programming. When you watch the TV or you listen on the radio to a particular program or even a podcast, why do you think it is important for some of this program content to be created in the first place? We'll also look at the different types of TV programs. We'll look at the different types of radio programs as well, because it's not all program ideas that could be suitable for TV or could be suitable for radio. When some programs idea comes to life, when you have like the brainstorming section, or brainstorming session during a media meeting. Sometimes those brainstorming session is to discuss program ideas, and during that discussion is where they talk about the nature of the program and the best channel of disseminating such programs as well. So you might have a program idea that is better for TV or for radio. However, it could be better for TV, but at the same time, you want to know how the content of that program is going to be presented in the way that it will appeal to the TV audience or the radio audience, as the case may be. Okay, so introduction to scripting. This is just, these are illustrations of different types of script. And there's different formats for scripting for radio and also for television. So this course is going to take us along that line of how to script for radio and how to script for television. Also, with introduction to scripting, we're going to look at a lot of different scripts. So we'll have like different scripts from different media organizations. We'll look at the differences that exist from one particular script for a particular organization and another, for you to be able to see the diversification that exists when it comes to writing a radio and a television script. There are also components. We have the introduction part, we have the body of the script and some other elements that makes up a radio and television script. So under the introduction to scripting, we're going to look at all the elements that makes up a script. This will help you know how to freely structure your script irrespective of the elements that makes up a particular media script. Speaking of program proposals, this is very important and essential, and that's because if we look at most media organizations now, a lot of people do not know how to present their proposal on paper. So, for example, you might have a program idea as a producer, and you could be an independent producer or a producer working with a media organization. So, this stage, we're going to write a program proposal. We learn how to write a proper program proposal in terms of structuring. And you will also be expected to pitch your proposal to a group of experts in the industry and see if it is a proposal or a program proposal that they are willing to accept and embrace in order to increase or to create awareness for their brand, or in order to increase sales or to create awareness for their product or the services that they provide as an industry or an organization. So that is one of the project assignments that you are going to do, but this is going to be done in groups. Okay, so I'm going to divide all the students into various groups, and they will come up with a synopsis for a program. So synopsis is also one of the things we'll be looking at under program proposal, for you to know how to write a proposal and also for you to know how to write a synopsis, and through the pitch be able to know if it is good enough, if the proposal is good enough for the industry to produce. Okay, so those are the things we'll be looking at under program proposal. When I say program proposal, I'm making reference to media programs, television programs, and radio programs as well. So these are the other projects that you are expected to take part in. Ibron FM Understudy. Ibron FM is a community-based media organization, and you will be assigned to a program that already exists on the radio station so that you script for them. So, for instance, on this particular radio station called Ibron FM, we have a program called Fashion Trends. So you could be assigned to join them on fashion trends and scripts for every edition of the program. So that's what this is going to cover. This project is going to cover, and it's going to be a weekly assignment for each person, but it's going to be an individual assignment as well. Then podcast project. Now, because this course is focusing more on program writing, at this stage, you will only be required to write a program script, and the idea of that program is going to come from you as well. It's also going to be a group assignment or group project that will run through the semester. And once you bring a synopsis or a mini proposal for the program, some other students who are more experienced with presenting audio presentation will be the one to present the program, but your responsibility will be to provide a script for the program on a weekly basis. All right, so that's going to be all for the introductory part of this course. We're expecting that by next week, we are going to look on a clear note with regards to um, program writing or program script writing for radio and television. Thank you so much. I am Dr. Tolulope Kayode Adedeji from Mass Communication Department in Covenant University. I'll see you again next week for another class on television and radio program writing. Thank you.